In the glittering world of Hollywood, where the spotlights never dim and schedules are as relentless as the paparazzi, personal tragedies can induce even the most brilliant stars to take a moment to reflect on their lives as a result of the unexpected passing of her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock. Kelly Clarkson, a formidable vocalist and a well-liked coach on the NBC show The Voice, has taken the painful decision to skip forthcoming tapings. The announcement of this transfer, which was made in the midst of floods of sorrow from fans and colleagues alike, highlights the raw humanity that lies beyond the celebrity mask. Sources close to the production have confirmed as of the 16th of August, 2025, that Clarkson will not be present for at least the session scheduled for Thursday and Friday of the following week for season 29, which is appropriately dubbed The Voice Battle of Champions. The production team is working hard to find a temporary substitute, and names like Kelsey Ballerini and Miley Cyrus are being considered as possible stand-ins. Both of these artists have previous connections to the show. Just over a week has passed since Blackstock passed away on August 7, 2025, when he was 48 years old. The news comes soon after that. What is the reason? During the course of 3 trying years, he fought against melanoma, a particularly deadly kind of skin cancer. Seizures had been a key contributor to his demise, presenting a picture of a man who fought bravely but ultimately lost to the disease. His death certificate, which was released not too long ago, revealed an extra layer of sadness. In addition to being Clarkson's ex-spouse, Blackstock was also the father of their 2 children, River Rose, who is now 11 years old, and Remington Alexander, who is 9 years old. Blackstock is a talent manager by profession. The fact that they were both parents and added another layer of complication to a post-divorce dynamic that was already laden with tension and had been the subject of public scrutiny ever since they divorced. In 2020, the love story of Clarkson and Blackstock started off like a fairy tale. From a fairy tale, the couple tied the knot in 2013, having first met through his father, Narville Blackstock, who was married to the country music legend Reba Miss at the time of their acquaintance. By managing Clarkson's career, Brandon was able to successfully combine his personal and professional lives in a manner that appeared to be perfect until it was not. As a result of the appearance of cracks, the divorce was finalized in the year 2022. There were disagreements on finances, custody, and even Blackstock's management fees, which Clarkson successfully challenged in court, claiming that they were excessively charged. The proceedings were clouded by these disagreements, the emotional toll that it took on her music and public presence was freely discussed by Clarkson, signaling the beginning of a sad chapter. As a result of the breakup, songs such as Piece by Piece took on a new significance, transitioning from being tributes to her husband to becoming anthems of perseverance. In spite of this, Clarkson had an extraordinary ability for compassion. Through the course of Blackstock's illness, reportedly, she stood by him throughout his fight against cancer. Despite the animosity that existed between them, she skipped several tapings of her daytime talk show, The Kelly Clarkson Show, in March of 2025, so that she could stay by his side and make it is easier for his children to visit. It was rumored by some with knowledge that she could not completely give up on him, especially since their children were involved. This assistance was maintained right up until the very end. Clarkson postponed gigs from her residency in Las Vegas studio sessions just one day before Blackstock passed away on August 6. She cited the desire to be fully present for her children as the reason for the postponement. Blackstock's condition had been deteriorating over the course of the previous year. In a touching Instagram story, she expressed her gratitude to her followers for their understanding during this challenging time. She also apologized to her supporters. More than only Clarkson has been affected by Blackstock's passing. In addition, his stepmother, Reba Macenti, who is now serving as a coach on The Voice for season 28, has not been present for the most recent rounds of tapings as a result of the loss, which has been described as the biggest heartbreak of her life. The country icon, who is 70 years old, is in utter devastation and considers Brandon to be her own son, in spite of the fact that the live episodes of Knockout are set to air in the autumn. Her comeback is still unknown because there are 2 more knockout round. Ability to heal the familial closeness that exists between Clarkson and the Centaur extends to the set, where they have shared moments of laughter and mentorship over the course of their careers. The decision that Clarkson made to leave The Voice was not solely motivated by grief, rather it was a decision to put her family first during a critical time in her life, as her children prepare for the start of a new school year. They are going through a transition that is made immensely more difficult by the death of their father. This timing, according to the sources, had a significant role in her decision, which enabled her to provide stability and emotional support to them throughout their time of loss. With her decision, it is a powerful reminder of Clarkson's transformation from the winner of American Idol to a versatile artist who strives to maintain a healthy balance between success and parenthood. It is expected that her talk show will resume for its 7th season in September, but there has been no announcement on the rescheduling of her residency in Las Vegas or her complete return to The Voice. There has been a significant impact on The Voice as a whole. In season 29, Clarkson will be joined by John Legend and Adam Levine on the panel, which promises to be filled with celebrities. Nevertheless, her temporary absence may cause the dynamics to shift. Not only did Ballerini fill in for Clarkson during the battle rounds of season 20, but she also coached during season 27. If Ballerini were to step in, it would not be her first time doing so. Cyrus's edgy style from seasons 11 and 13 has the potential to add a new and exciting mood to the show. In recognition of the fact that even idols like as Clarkson requires room to absorb grief, fans are banding together online and flooding social media with messages of love and empathy. This tragedy also brings to light the dangers of melanoma, a disease that takes the lives of thousands of people every year. The story of Blackstock, who passed away at a young age despite receiving treatment, has inspired medical professionals to advocate for sun protection and early detection. His tale in a sense gives a human face to the data, which is particularly important in the entertainment sector, where demands frequently distract from real hardships. In the process of imaginatively envisioning Clarkson's inner world, one cannot help but imagine her in periods of alone, possibly strumming a guitar and channeling her sadness into lyrics that will one day become hits. She has always used her music as a form of therapy. Whether it is the anthems of Breakaway or the vulnerability of Chemistry, it is possible that songs about forgiveness, the complexities of love after a divorce, and the unshakable bond of parenthood will be inspired by this chapter by the author. The actions of Clarkson hints at a greater truth, which is that grudges fade away in the shadow of mortality, despite the fact that the breakup was not without its resentment. Clarkson's absence from participating in The Voice is a demonstration of her ability to persevere in the face of adversity. She is not simply skipping tapings, rather she is prioritizing her health over her career and her family over her fame. Her stop is a significant demonstration of self-care due to the fact that she works in a field that requires constant performance. Fans are eagerly anticipating her comeback, and they are aware that when she does, she will present that distinctive strength, possibly even more powerful than she has ever been before. Despite the fact that it is a tragic event, Blackstock's passing sheds light on the eternal bonds that bound even after vows are broken.